and test supplies directly to your home at no cost. Insulin and syringes are available as well. Copay and deductibles may apply. Call 800-513-0162. That's 800-513-0162. Medcare Diabetic at 800-513-0162.
Live across America, this radio station, this cable system, the PM Show with Robert Conrad, James West.
Hey, this engineer, we won't say who he is, you have to call and guess, but he's got his plates, his different variety of things. He plays a little soulful, then he plays a little straight, and a little, it's really interesting.
Much like his life, he's straight once in a while. It's much the same.
No, okay, you're going to do another one of those.
Then I've been a Mike Horn. I got to take the place of Michael Horn.
All right, so where's the pill? There it is. Anyway, Kevin Major Howard, Full Metal Jacket, runs an organization named Fueled by the Fallen. He has race cars painted up with the names of each soldier killed in action in the current war. There is a car for each branch of the service. He also has a car with names of each police officer killed in the line of duty since 9/11/01. The money he raises goes to the family of heroes who have died in the war. It would be great for him to do a show with you and get this message of honoring all our American heroes. I hope you follow through on this idea. Please email me or phone me at work. And he signs it Mike, and I will hand this over to the boss, who is the producer of our show, if you didn't know that, and the guy that gets the emails and gets the celebrities, and a real nice guy who's been in radio almost as long as I've been in acting. Here it is. It's from Mike, and it's yours, Jack. So
okay,
follow through on that.
We'll make sure this is done.
We'll get this guy, absolutely.
We'll make sure it's done. Thank you very much.
You got
That's
it?
great.
Okay,
yep.
Good. So we got to that. Now, we're going to Joe in a minute, then RG, then Sue, and then, of course, the beautiful Mary. But here's something really interesting. You know, last week we talked about Joanne Ham, my first girlfriend, who was Asian, and then her father found out about it. Then there was Cynthia Krensky, and her dad found out about it, and that was the end of that. And then there was Lois Steiner, but that was neat because Lois's mother was a waitress, and she worked a midnight shift, and her grandfather was kind of elderly, so I could go over there and hang out. And without any parental supervision. Wow. Yeah, and she was a beautiful girl. And one night I got busted going from her house back to mine because I had to take a little train because it was quite a ways. And, you know, that's the cop that threw me against the back and said, yeah, punk won't live to be 25. Fooled you, officer. But that's what I was doing. I was seeing a beautiful girl. And then after her, this is my whole life, after her I met the absolute nicest human being that ever lived, Avgerinos. Avgerinos. Her real name was Efrosini Maria Avgerinou, and she was a Greek girl. And her father had a little store, and a beautiful, beautiful woman. And she was a cheerleader, and just a great girl, happily married. And here's her picture. She's the little girl, right? Look, let me show you. Right there, that's her, Jack. She was, this was her in 1948 when she was 12 years old. She's still alive and well living in Indiana, huh? How about that? So what happened to Ethel Avgerinos? Well, what happened? Plaza 22261. What happened to that's 7240 Stony Island Avenue? Anyway, what happened?
Does that phone number still work?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, what happened? Save this.
Jack is writing numbers down. I didn't know.
Save this though. Anyway, what happened to Ethel was that my parents moved. My mother married a wealthy guy, and we moved out of that neighborhood up to the suburbs. And that's where I met the woman I married, Joan Kenley, whose father was a retired lawyer at 42. Had 5 children by that beautiful woman. And her brother, Floyd's one of my best friends. She passed on 11 years ago of ovarian cancer. And we were divorced, but we were friends, and I'll always hold her in my heart. Now, let's go and talk to Joe. Joe, what's up, my man?
Hey, Joe.
Hi, Duke and Jack. How are y'all tonight?
We're good. It has been solid. Yeah, it does. You know, you sound a little like another guy, a friend of mine. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Please, don't let me interrupt you.
First of all, I'm supposed to say hi to y'all from Barbara from Spokane. She couldn't call tonight.
Yeah, I know. I got her email. Thank her.
Oh, okay.
Thank her.
I've got a question for you.
Sure.
It's concerning Major Boyington.
Colonel Boynton when he retired. Go ahead, yes.
Right. Did he actually have malaria during World War II?
I don't know. We never discussed it. I don't know. I don't think so. But we never discussed it. I was, after he was shot down, he went to prison, and I don't believe he had it in his prison term. I don't know. Hey, his granddaughter listens to the show. If you can you email us and let us know about your grandfather if he did have malaria? Anything else, Joe?
That's all I got today.
Hey, well, that's a good question.
Hey, thank you,
I wish
Joe.
I knew the answer, but thanks for calling your show. Appreciate it.
The one thing you're talking about, Pappy Boynton, I mean, we're talking about true American heroes. They don't come any better. And
No.
obviously, you got to know him personally, so that had to be a real kick.
It was a thrill. I know the show was basically shot on Warner Brothers backlot, but I was wondering how much filming was done in Hawaii. I hope you're doing well. Love, Liz, from, I think it's Colonial, New Jersey. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Hey, you know what, Liz? We went over and we did a lot of second unit. Showing the streets, the hotel, and going in and out of hotels, and then we'd go inside stage 16 where they had a little pool and had built a hotel and the exterior of it, so on and so forth. But we went over there when it was called the Territory of Hawaii.
Or statehood, wow.
Yes, and one of those trips over, in the 4 years the show lasted, I ran into Donald Ho, entertaining in Kaneohe, and I brought him over to Waikiki. And he became a superstar, probably the most important Hawaiian entertainer that I know of in my time. So there you have. That's the information about that.
Sure.
Is that good information?
I think it's great information.
I loved Hawaii. I learned to surf.
You told us once before, but who taught you how to surf?
I was learned to surf by Kui Lee, who wrote "I Will Remember You Long After This Lonely Summer Is Gone."
The opening shots of Hawaii, I think, showed you surfing,
I will
didn't
remember
it?
you. Yes, it did show me surfing. I loved to surf. I had a great time, and I was called the Howley Prince.
Really?
Yes, and the people who bought my home, this lovely place, although I told you how happy I am in the new one, they're from Hawaii. They're young. Chris is a young girl, not 40, and her husband, Mark, and they went to Punahou, which is the same school that our president attended, a very, very upscale school in Honolulu. And one of the bonuses was that I got to meet Miss Hawaii, Miss Waikiki. Hello.
Wow.
Surf's up. Surf's up.
Hang 10, baby.
Yeah.
Hang 10. Live across
She was
America.
married to a famous actor.
It's a PM show with Robert Conrad.
But divorced, when I met.
1-800-336-2225. 1-800.
But divorced when I met her. Go ahead.
2225. I got that.
1-800-336-2225. What a team.
Or rconrad@crni.net. rconrad@crni.net. Still to come in the show. Hey, Beef, where's Wally?
Hey, RG, we're up.
Stay with us. This radio station, this cable system, K-Spa in Southern California.
1510.
AM 1510.
Thank you. I knew that.
You did.
When you use the Premier Rewards Gold Card from American Express, the rewards points can keep on multiplying. Buy 3 with triple